This man is asking her an asinine question. Were you hoping that your son had not been dead? This stuff, I cannot make this up. If I would have said to you this, you would say, there's no way Bernie said that.
I hope he was still alive.
I hope he was still alive. I hope he was still alive. But you already knew he was dead. Why would your ex-husband call you and tell you that Trayvon's dead if you thought that there was a possibility that he was alive? This stuff is below an eighth grader's mentality. Below. This is in the mental retardation field. She realizes the absurdity of the question that he just asked her. She realizes, like, what in the heck did he just ask me? I already knew my son was dead. How could I be wishing that he was not dead when I already know the truth? As to fool the dummies that are paying attention to say that I was hoping that my son was George Zimmerman. My son had reincarnated into George Zimmerman because he was the one that was screaming. I was hoping that Trayvon wasn't dead, and it's so stupid. Like, you can't even wrap your brain around it. This type of comment and phrase, it has no legs. It has nothing. It's just like floating bullcrap. Like, dude, why did you even say that? Let's go.
I don't know how else to ask this, but I'm going to ask it. Did you enjoy listening to that recording?
Did you enjoy listening to that recording? An obvious question that she's going to answer. No, I didn't. But watch. No emotions are going to be elicited from her. None. Watch.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. What's other question?
Okay, Miss Fulton? Yes.
Because another issue is, ma'am, and the risk of another objection, I don't mean to put you through this any more necessary than we need to, but you certainly would hope that your son Trayvon Martin did nothing that could have led to his own death, correct?
What was your question again?
See? She already knows the answer to this is that the answer is yes. That's my hope. My hope is that my son had done nothing to cause his own death. My hope is that I was going to blame George Zimmerman and make him out to be the bad guy, and I was going to cause everybody to think he was the bad guy. But I want you to I want you to ask your question again. It's the equivalent of a woman says, huh? What'd you say? Whenever a woman does that to you, that doesn't mean that she didn't hear you the first time. That means that she's asking for time, because she's not as sharp as the man. Most women don't realize that. When the man asks a question to them, he already knows the answer. But what most women will do when they're trying to be deceptive is they'll do what she's attempting to do, which is cause confusion in her response instead of answering the question yes or no.
You certainly hope, as a mom, you certainly hope that your son, Trayvon Martin, would not have done anything that would have led to his own death, correct?
What I hope for is that.
Hold on. She doesn't want to answer that question. I want to answer it in my own way. I want to be deceptive in what I say. But let's go. Let me stop.
This wouldn't have never happened and he would still be here.
What I hope is that this would have never have happened, that he would still be here. Because you hoped that you could have got him some help for his violence, for his brain damage that he was suffering from. Remember that he purchased the he purchased the Skittles and he purchased the watermelon juice, two of the important ingredients to make lean, okay, when combined with Robitussin. And when he purchased this, he did something that showed that he was acting erratic that night. He went back into the 7-Eleven, acted as if he had forgotten something, noticed that the cashier was noticing every single thing that he was doing, and then he decides to walk back out the store. What you're saying is that I wish that I would have taken his mental condition serious. And I wish that I would have sought some help about his addiction to lean, which causes him to be ultra violent. But this is what she's actually saying to you. Those who don't know any facts about the case, I would suggest that you go to the conservative treehouse and read up on all of the information about the autopsy and about his liver and his brain. This child was suffering from brain damage, which could easily explain his erratic behavior just in that one 7-Eleven video. But let's go on and let her tell it.
That's my hope.
Absolutely. And now dealing with the reality that he's no longer here, it is certainly your hope as a mom, hold out hope as long as you can, that Trayvon Martin was in no way responsible for his own death, correct?
I don't believe he was.
See, she doesn't want to answer the question again. I don't believe he was the cause of his own death. Let's go.
You know, and that's the hope that you continue, correct?
I don't understand what you're trying to ask me.
She doesn't want to answer the question. Her hope is that he had done nothing to cause his own life. 3 times on the stand, she acts as if she doesn't understand the question. When a person doesn't want to answer the question, one of the things they'll do is they'll try to redirect, confuse you. Like I say, it's one of the traits. This is what she's doing.
But again, I don't mean to put you through more than we need to know the questions, Sean.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Fulton, you may step down. You're subject to being recalled. Just so we know, we're having an issue with the evidence locker door, and as soon as that gets resolved, you'll be more than likely recalled. Okay, thank you. State, want to call your next witness, please?
Fulton, please.
All right. Now, that's a whole nother video that I'm going to do. I'm going to end this video by saying this. Do not allow the media to manipulate you. Do not riot. Pass this information around to as many people as possible. Make this video viral. People need to know the truth. People need to start paying attention to other news that is way more important, that impact your life in multiple ways. We need to take a look at what's going on globally. We need to put the light on the truth and stop being fools and stop allowing this administration to divide the country. It is Joe Biden who is doing it. He is a Jesuit. Take a look at the Jesuit oath, what they are required to do. They're required to do every single thing that's happening in America. They are required to destroy it. They are required to cause conflict. They are to set people against each other. Research the Jesuit oath. You will be amazed at the things that are going on and why they are going on.